So it's always fun for me to do. We try to put guys on who've invested in the program. And Ryan Thompson from St. Louis, I brought him in my office and we called his mom up this morning and told her first. And then I took him down to the wide receiver room and the guys went nuts. We did it with proper social distancing, but they went nuts. And then my man Tim Shafferner. Tim is from Massachusetts. He's a walk-on offensive lineman, and we put him on scholarship and did the same thing. We called his dad, and then brought him down to the O-line room and told those guys, and they were very excited about it. And I'm hopefully going to be able to do that with one or two more guys, and then maybe do it with a guy or two in the spring. It's all based on being under 85 scholarships and all that kind of stuff. But so that's always neat to do with guys.
Hey, Coach Fritz. This is Garland Yellen, Fox 8. You test, you practice. Test practice just been repetitive. Can you tell the players are getting really excited and the coaches that there's kind of light at the end of the tunnel? You're going to be playing a game here in 9 days?
Yeah, I think they're pumped up for it. You're exactly right. There's light at the end of the tunnel. We got to, tonight. Two of our opponents in our first three games are going to play against each other. South Alabama versus Southern Miss. So I know our guys are going to be glued to the TV sets tonight at 8 o'clock, watching those games. This is why you work all this time. This has been a long camp because in reality, we came here on June the 15th, and I've purposely have done something every weekend. I want to keep them around and keep them here and keep them busy, and it's been a lot of work for the players. It's been a lot of work for the coaches, the managers, and the trainers, and then you throw that testing component in there. We test all the time. I think I've had that swab up my nose, seriously, 20, 25 times since June 15th. We're doing it 2-3 times a week. So, the guys have done it as well, and we've done pretty darn good with the testing. We've done pretty darn well. I think we've probably tested with just football and the support staff. There's been over 3,000 tests, probably, and we've got a very low number of positives. But like I tell the guys, not the positives going to get you; it's the contact tracing. That's the issue. So you just got to look out for your fellow human being. We got our managers and trainers. We got a bunch of young ladies that have done a fabulous job of being negative every time they've tested, and the support staff and then the players. So you got to sacrifice a little bit right now.
Coach, to follow up, you said positives and contact tracing. I would be remiss not to ask you. I was at practice today. The quarterback room looked a little light today. Is that injuries or other concerns?
Well, the issue we got right now is we didn't get all of our results back from yesterday. So I'm waiting until we get our results back. So there's probably about 10 kids that didn't go today because we didn't get the results back. That's the tough thing for us right now is the turnaround from the testing. Because we got the first 74 we got yesterday. I got about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and I think only 20 of them were players. They're coaches and managers and trainers, and I was like, great, everybody's negative. That's fantastic. I want to get the players. So if we don't get the result, we don't let them come out here, and plain and simple. We've got a few guys that are in quarantine right now. We've got a few guys that have tested positive that are not out there with us, but I think what you're talking about would be because we haven't gotten results back at that particular spot. And I try not. I don't want to give out names and all that stuff on this stuff, but we are being very cautious, and I go to Doc Stewart. Doc Stewart tells me, hey, what should I do? Well, you don't got him back. Let's don't have him practice. All right. He's an expert. I'm not.
Coach, you feel like you're pretty COVID clean going into next week, though? Do you feel like you're going to be in good shape there, or are you a little concerned about it?
I'm concerned every day. So every day I'm concerned about it, and all we do, is talk about what ifs, and we're moving guys around to different spots, and because and I tell the guys, man, if guys are selfish. This could decimate us this quick, So, yeah, I feel great today on Thursday, September the 3rd. But that's still a long way to go to the ball game. And we're going to test again on Saturday, Saturday, and then we're testing 3 times next week, and you just keep going. It's just, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And you got to be mentally tough to, throwing this curveball in there as well. It's a different year. It's not, it's not the same as other years. And, I was, those guys probably don't think I was young at one time, but I actually was. And I know guys want to go out and have fun and do some stuff, but, we're having curfew every night. And I told our guys we're just going to keep doing it, until I tell you otherwise. And they've been great about it.
Willie, it's unusual to have 3 straight days off without practicing, but with all the work you put in before then, do you feel pretty good about where the team is a little more than a week before the game?
Yeah, I do. A big part of Wednesday was we didn't have the results back, and that was a big part of it. But we got a lot of, did some valuable things. As I said before, that meeting on Monday was a real eye opener for a bunch of people, myself included. And I think it's good to have that dialogue. And I'm just blessed that I get to coach, intelligent young men who think the way they talk, they think and talk the way they talk. And I've just been so fortunate how few of issues or problems that we have. And that's a credit to my coaches also. They do a super job recruiting, quality student athletes. And that comes into play when you go through hard times like this that we're going through right now. So, yeah, I would have liked to have not taken 3 days off, but that's how it worked out. And luckily, we aren't playing this Saturday. We're playing the next Saturday. So we've got time. We're going to go hard tomorrow and hard Saturday. We're going to take Sunday off and get into a real game week.
Willie, what do you make of Keon's perseverance? I mean, like he's, committed to Memphis, went to Southern Miss, and now, had to sit out. And now he seems like he's ready to go. And just even hearing him speak about standing up in front of the team and doing that, on the field, off the field, seems like he's really taken on that role.
Done a great job. I did not realize that he committed to Memphis. That's the first time I'd heard that. But he's, he's an excellent leader. Our guys believe in him. I know Coach Hall believes in him. He's up there all the time. I've said this before, but I work every day. Every day I'm in town. I'm at the office, at least for my off day is 5 hours or whatever it is. He's always up there. I just walk by and say, turn the lights off, shut the doors, and he loves football. He loves it. He loves every part about it, and part of it he likes being a good teammate. He's very, very, giving of himself to his teammates. So I'm excited about seeing what he's going to do this season for us. I think he's a better runner than maybe people think, and and then he also does an excellent job of managing the game, which is a huge part of being a quarterback nowadays.
Willie, there was a story the other day. UCF has had 10 players opt out of playing this year. Am I correct that the number for you is 0 in terms of players opting out?
Yeah, we have not had anybody. And, but I told those guys at the beginning of the year, I said, I've heard all these guys doing it all over the country. Maybe you guys know something I don't know. Let's wait and see what's going on. And they trust us. And, if we had some situations that it would be in their best interest to do that, I certainly would. I can understand a guy with health issues. I really can, and different things like that. But our guys they're excited about this year. They really are. They've been excited since January 4th. We played Southern Miss in the Armed Forces Bowl. So they're chomping at the bit to get out there and perform and play, and so it's you know, we trust them, they trust us. That's what you got to have, and that's what you always hope you have as a coach, that type of culture. Everybody good?
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you all, appreciate it.
Thank you.